Hello everyone, today I would like to show you how to modify a picture. In particular, there are two techniques we can use for modifying a picture, an image. One is the text to image or image to image as well. The other one is the image to image in painting. With image to image, we are going to modify the full image. And with image to image in painting, we can modify just little parts of the image. In this tutorial, I'll just want to cover the image to image, and then in another one, I'm going to cover the image to image in painting. With the image to image, we are going to modify a picture from this to this. Today, we are going to see which parameters are more important for doing so. And yeah, hopefully you have fun. I've just initialized my Stable Diffusion. I will be using the Realistic Vision version 5 for this tutorial, which I've got from Civit AI, and I'm using this picture here from Pexels. So let's begin. First thing, we are going to image to image. I'm going to upload my image. Here you go. And I'm going to grab this generation data from this picture because at the end I want to achieve something similar. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it in here and then moving across all of the settings. Nice. Now let's modify them. So first of all, what we have to do, what's very important, let's adjust this positive prompt according to what we actually have in our image. So for doing so, we can simply use clip. So you can click this little button here. It's an AI model, obviously, and it's gonna give you the description of what's in the image. You can also use ChatGPT if you want. The description seems pretty good. So I think what we want to do, we want to remove the flowers and we want to add two keywords, which in our case are autumn and foliage, because this is what we want to achieve, right? So it's fine for me to keep the clear sky with no clouds, but I would like to have a more autumn style. Then we make sure that in the negative prompt, we don't have anything in contradiction with our positive prompt. Seems fine in this case, so I'm just gonna keep it. And then we are going into our settings. So the first thing I wanna do, you should reshape the final image you want. So if you click on this button, you will see that it's going to catch the actual resolution of your image, which in my case is too high, so I'm going to resize it by 0.5. Otherwise, it will take too long to run it. So you can see that now my image will be from 2000 multiplied by 1000 to 1000 multiplied by 600. But obviously, when you are working with these pictures and you are also doing something more professional, it would be better to keep the original resolution. Then, which are the most important parameters? The CFG scale is very important because the higher the CFG scale, the more importance you're giving to your prompt description. The denoising strength is also important, probably even more than the CFG scale, because the higher the denoising strength, the more you are going to modify your picture. The lower, the more the picture you're going to generate is going to be similar to the original picture. So for example, if you have it to 0.1, you're not going to change basically anything. So in our case, I'm gonna keep the denoising strength to 0.75 because I want more creativity, I want to change colors and so on and so forth. However, I would like to keep the image exactly how it is, right? So I would like to have this little bridge in here, I would like to have these trees in here and these flowers in here, but I just want to change the style. So in this case, what is key is control net. What we can do, we can go down into the control net model and then we can enable it and pick the control net model that you prefer for changing your image. For this exercise, I'm going to use Scanny. I'm gonna pick some of these options in here just to make sure to have a quicker result. Now, something important I would like to stress is that we always need to consider what's our final goal when we are choosing the parameters. In this case, we want to change the style of the picture, but we want to keep the picture as it is. So in that case, control net is key because obviously you are keeping the shapes, the trees, in this case, the flowers, the bridge, the lake, and so on and so forth. and we are not modifying the structure of the image, we are just changing the style. If we are instead changing the picture, so for example, if you would like not to have exactly this bridge, but we are happy to have something similar in that position, more or less, I mean, in the center of the picture, but yeah, it doesn't have to be like that. ControlNet is not key anymore. What is key is the denoising strength. So, for the purpose of this example, I hope this was clear, I'm gonna use ControlNet weight equal to 1. And for now, I'm going to use a ControlNet mode balanced. So I'm not gonna give more importance to my prompt or more importance to my ControlNet. I'm happy like that. Then I'm going to change my seed quickly because this is the original we got from Realistic Vision. You can also use a random seed and then you can keep changing the seed until you don't find the one you actually like. I found this I liked, so that's why I'm using it. And then you press on generate. And here it is. So we are achieving something which is maintaining the structure now, apart from this column here, which is, I don't know why it's here. Maybe we can have a look at the model we have used, which is scanning. And you can see that it's taking into consideration too much the low threshold. So in this case, you should increase the low threshold, or simply we can change to soft edge, which is probably better in this case, and rerun it. But as you can see, the structure of the picture is basically there. You have the lake, you have the bridge, and you have all of the trees, but you have this autumn foliage style, which is actually very nice. Now, I want to do another exercise. So let's try to change the style, so to get an autumn style, foliage, etc., etc. But we don't want to maintain this exact structure of the image. So what we can do, we can simply keep the denoising strength to 0.75, but we can decrease the ControlNet weight by, I don't know, let's go to 0.2 maybe, and let's see what happens. And here you go, this is the picture we have got, and yeah, the structure is still there, to be fair. I wasn't expecting like that, but you can see that the bridge, for example, is slightly different, and here there's another bridge which should not really be a bridge, and still flower a little bit different. Yeah. Now, if we increase the denoising strength, for example, to 1, we can even give a try with that, and keeping the ControlNet equal to 0.2, the ControlNet weight, we can see more creativity in the final picture. I'm gonna run it quickly, and this is what actually I wanted to show you, right? So we have increased the denoising strength a lot, but we kept the ControlNet slightly there for having a kind of structure. We still see the lake in the middle, this bridge, and the trees. Now, just to confirm what I just said, let's remove ControlNet, let's keep the denoising strength to 1, and let's run it again. And yeah, we have a completely different picture, right? So yeah, again, ControlNet is very important when we want to maintain the structure of the picture. The denoising strength is very, very important when we want to change the style of the picture. The higher it is, the more creativity we add to the final picture, the final output. However, again, for maintaining the structure, we need to have ControlNet. So that's it for today. I hope this was useful. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about inpainting, and in that case, we can just change a little part of an image. I hope this was interesting. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it will be helpful to architects, to people that work on landscape. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.